Let's light some candles, boy. Need some. You know what? I'll cut this wick down some. All right, got my beans. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. Let's get this party started. All right, so I think the first thing I want to do before I do anything, let's put this pan over here and this pan here, is I want to get these tomatoes going. So let's get these tomatoes going. Oops. You know what? I'll cut these in. Just San Marzano tomatoes. Save a few. Water. Not much. All right, we're making some beans on toast. We're gonna try and livenly this up, guys. So what I'm doing with these tomatoes, I'm just gonna cook these tomatoes down. Just some San Marzano tomatoes. Let me turn on this stove. Okay. Let's see what we can do with this. Turn on this stove. All right. So I need a little bit of water. Don't you go too far, because we need some water in the car. We need some water in the car. Don't go too far. Let's get a sparkling water going here. All right, so we get the stove on. Let's get some water in this pan. Moonrise, what's up? Hello, hello, hello. Hello. What go on? What's go on? We're making beans on toast, governor. Or whatever they call it. Right? So let's put nope. No. Popeyes is orange. Orange, man. Orange. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is get this going. I'm going to use, what's this? Some chicken bouillon in the tomatoes and get this tomatoes cooked down. I'm making beans on toast. Okay? Some beans on toast. Let's get that just going and get that cooked down. In the meantime, switch these out. In the meantime, in between time, I got some chorizo. So what I'm gonna do with this chorizo, first I'm gonna take off this skin. All right. Take off the skin off of the chorizo. Take off the skin off of the chorizo. All right, we have chorizo. And then I'm gonna just, this don't even matter how we cut this actually. I just need these in crumbles. So I don't even need that board. So I'm just taking little pieces and crumbles to put in my beans. Because I got some family coming over from London and they want beans on toast. But the last time they gave me beans on toast, they used some, what do you call that thing? Heinz beans out of the can and just warmed it up and threw it over some bread, pretty much. What the hell is that? Like, I can't do that. That's not right. So what I'm gonna do now, okay, just cut up this chorizo. Cut up the chorizo. Guys, it's gonna be the dopest beans and toast ever, trust me. Whether you like it or not. All right. So normally beans and toast is a breakfast food, you know, but I got up late and I had a lot of stuff to do. I had no time to make it for no breakfast. So I'm hungry, so I'm gonna make it for lunch. This is like a lunch brunch. Lunch. All right, look. I got the chorizo chopped up. So what I want to do then, I guess, we might as well turn on this stove here. Cause this is not gonna take too long, you know. This is gonna be a quick, nice, fast, and easy deal. Let me wash my hands. And them clean up. All right. And this live, unlike other lives, I'm just gonna be cooking and you guys can just watch along. I'm not gonna be talking too much, I don't think. You know what I mean? I don't think so. Because I'm actually very tired. I've been working all morning. We just finished up a whole catering. Tired. Tired, guys. Tired. Sparkling water is the best. All right. So with the chorizo, I'm gonna put a little bit of ghee in there, okay? So let's just get that to the side and start cutting up our other veggies. This wasn't even used, that's fine. All right. So what do I have here? I have a shallot. So let's cut up our shallot. Like I said, most people when they eat beans and toast, all they do is take that thing out the can and that's it. We're not doing that. I can't do that. Okay. All right, so our shallots, finely diced shallots, guys. Big pieces out here. What else I got in over here? I got peppers. Oop. Can't go wrong with some pepper. Some little sweet pepper. All right, so I kind of smell that pot. Let's get that ghee that I said we had. So I have ghee like this, unsalted ghee. See? Let's cut a tablespoon. You don't want too much because the chorizo is going to spring oil, right? One thing, the chorizo is real fatty and it has its own oil in there, so they're gonna spring oil. But at least you know that it's gonna have a nice flavor with this ghee in there. All right, these tomatoes, we just want them to kind of slow cook. So let me see if I have a lid here. I don't see a lid for that. Where is the lid for that, guys? Of course, it's got to be all the way at the bottom. So we let that go ahead and cook down. Let's get the chorizo in. Turn that down a little. So while we get that going, we're going to cut these up. Because I want that in there too. I'm just going to put it in the same thing as the shallots. All right, same thing as the shallots. So we have shallots, peppers, right? What else we're going to put in this thing? Oh, I got some celery here. I'm gonna add the celery from now, okay? Because the celery takes a while to cook. So just get that celery in there. And another thing, I got some cumin here. All right. So let's get this in the spice blender. Move this fire out of the way. All right, so we got the spice blender, the cumin. And we got our chorizo. Put this over here. Our tomatoes are coming along just fine. Gonna add a little bit of salt to them, not much. I don't want to go crazy, so it's gonna add just a little bit of this herb salt. Remember, we already put this in chicken bouillon, okay? So we don't want to over season. We can always add. Remember that, that's the key, guys, always add. All right, so we got pepper. What I want, I got some thyme, I got allspice leaf. Oh, let's get these garlics chopped up. We got the garlic. So everything just finely diced, pretty much. All right, guys, coming along. Hit the like button for me so we can push out the live. All right, let me get that back. So look, see how it's coming along? Smells so good. All right, so it's got that oil and that fat in there already. We're gonna leave that in there, okay? Because that's all where all that flavor is gonna be at. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that in there. Now, I'm actually gonna cook the beans in this pot, this pan here. So I left the skin on. These are San Marzano tomatoes. I left the skin on. I want the skin on. So you could take the skin off if you want. For me, they're so small it doesn't matter. And this is just homemade beans, so what do we care? What do we really care? I have to click wipe down. All right, guys. Turn this down. It's coming along nice. This is actually looking good too. Look here. That look good, don't it? All right, so what else I got here? I got some scallion. So what I'm gonna do, I could do this. Take the white part. Oh, I could save these. I can grow the scallions from this. So I'm gonna save those. Those are some good roots. And you know, it's so funny. These were in the fridge, but I actually have scallion outside fresh. Take this off. But we'll go ahead and use these. I already bought these. Might as well use them up. Let's see. I'm just going to do the whites for now. And we'll save these greens for later. All right, chorizo is done. Let's do a little taste. Man. So what I'm gonna do with the chorizo, put it right into this. Wow, that's spicy. If you don't like spicy food, you could use a regular sausage, you know, but we love spice over here, and because we're making this somewhat Jamaican style, that's why I want to have as much spice as I can in there. All right, guys, look, it's coming along. All right. So we got the chorizo in there with our fresh tomatoes mashed up. Let's give another taste. Man, tastes better in the sauce. So now we got that done. Let's get all our spices in there. We're gonna put the scallion, right? All of these goody goodies, they go in there. So that's the peppers, the onion, the shallots, garlic. All of that gets in that good stuff. All right. And then now I'm get a little bit of filtered water because I don't have any bottled water today. Man, oh man, that is gonna be good. These are gonna be the best beans. I know you guys make beans and toast. Y'all just take it out of the can and you're good to go with that, but allspice leaf, good. All right, so I got thyme sprigs. I don't want the thing in there, so I'm gonna pull them off, okay? I'm gonna pull off these thyme pieces. I'll probably make a video with this recipe. If this comes out really good, because once these family members, they're coming over here, they're here already, but they didn't come to my house yet. But like I said, the last time they gave me beans and toast, it was just crazy. It was just right out of the can. I'm like, wait, so nobody not gonna season it? It's just that's how you eat it, just like that? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, mate. It's good, mate. Yo. So let's fix this up. All right. Need more water in this. Taste a piece more of that chorizo. By the time he done there, there's none left. So we got this. Okay. Need to open. All right, some tomato paste in there, guys. Tomato paste. All right, I got coconut sugar. Should I put coconut sugar in there? I don't think so. Brown sugar can't go in there, though. So we got our beans already rinsed. These are navy beans, okay? So you could use cannelli, any kind of beans. We're doing a different beans and toast, so we're gonna do it our way. Okay. So let's get that in there. Got the beans in there. I already know this is gonna be good as hell, boy. So some brown sugar. Let's give it some brown sugar in there. Ooh. My dog making noise like, yo, what you got going on? Allspice. Gotta have smoked paprika. This is really important for the smoky flavor. You know? Just some smoked paprika. Some W sauce. Gotta have some W sauce in there. W sauce. And then what else? Some jerk seasoning. All right. Look at that. Now, I don't know. I got to see if I have a can of tomato sauce. Because I might need a can of tomato sauce. But let's just taste this gravy and see where we at. Mmm. Smoky. Somewhat sweet. And then a little spicy with the jerk. So, what we do need is a little bit more water. Or maybe tomato sauce. Do I have tomato sauce? I have a can of tomato sauce, so I'm going to use this. Right? And it's going to be pretty much done, guys. This is a quick, easy, live. Just came on to kind of reacquaint myself with you guys. All right, guys. Look at that. What the? Kiddo, what you making all that noise for? My dog has allergies. He's all the way over there. I can hear him. All right. Let's see how this is coming along, guys. My gosh. Oh. We forgot our cumin. So this is our fresh ground cumin. Just a little. Now I'll put this away. That puppy there, boy. Could I just hold your hostage, moose moose. All right, guys. We're gonna let this simmer, and then I'm gonna add in some more little stuff. Okay. All right. Let's see what we got going on. Go ahead, mommy. All right, turn this up a little. Let me get a cover. Where the covers? Cover. All right, that's good. So that's coming along just fine. What I'm gonna do at the end of that, I'm gonna add some butter. But you know what else I need? Scotch bonnet. You have to have Scotch bonnet. Scotchy. I don't got too many Scotch bonnets left. I'm down to my last of the last of the last of the last, guys. This is it. All right. Fully loaded Scotch bonnet in there. All right, let me see how we're coming along. This looks good. Let me see. Whoa. Nice and spicy. Nice and spicy. So what am I missing? You know what I'm missing? A little bit more seasoning. Here I got the ends of a jerk all purpose. Okay. Let's put this in there. Look there. So there's a major difference between this and this. Okay. Big difference. All right. So now we're gonna let that go ahead and go for a little bit. I think I want some eggs with this, huh? Let's see what we could do with our bread first of all. Now guys, thing about this bread, here goes the bread. It's just an Italian bread that I have here, okay? So let me cut off that. I want to cut some decent sized pieces. So really big toast. So maybe about here. So yeah, see that? That's a good beans and toast size bread. And I'm gonna do just another, maybe 3. I don't think I need more than 3, but let's put this bread back. Bread go back. Guys, I don't have my usual energy today like I normally do because it's been a long day, long couple of days, okay? Been really tiring. Even today, super busy. I'm tired. I was supposed to do this earlier for breakfast, and thing about YouTube, where I'm at, I don't want to do something on YouTube and then don't keep doing it. So what happens when I don't do a lot of lives or live stream, like I get on here now and they don't push it out as much as they should, you know? So you guys, if you're here with me, just kind of hit that like button. It don't cost nothing. It's not a big deal, but what it does, it pushes the video out for me. Or you can leave a comment and, you know, tell me where you've come. Where you guys from? Where you from? I'm in Miami right now. Where are you guys at? You know? And what we're doing, we're making beans and toast. And why are we making beans and toast this late in the day? It's because I was super busy, didn't get a chance to video it. I had everything out already. I got some people coming over here from England, London, wherever, the Birmingham, I don't know where it is, one of them places. And the last time they were here, they gave me beans on toast. They took the Heinz beans, you know, Heinz, like the ketchup. And all they did was take it out of the can, put it into a pot, warmed it up, and they gave me a piece of bread, put it in the toaster, and they was like, "Hey, this is the best breakfast ever." And I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think that's the best breakfast ever. So here I got some bread. This is gonna be our toast. And I actually need some eggs. So let me get a couple eggs, guys. Because what is this without eggs? What is love without eggs? Nothing at all. So I got some eggs here. 1 egg apiece. 2 and 3. So we have 3 pieces of bread and we have 3 eggs. 3 bread for 3 egg. Do you understand what I am telling you? Have you got it? It's 3 egg, it's 3 bread. All right, this is bubbling. Bubble it, bubble it, bubble it, bubble it, bubble. So I'm gonna go and taste and sing. All right, see there. Rastafari. Boy. This is nice. Now you can make this totally vegan too. Like a vegan version for me, I would have used some mushrooms. All right, so we use navy beans. See how it's coming along there? Let's taste it. A little bit more taste. Let's get a piece of the chorizo. So now, wow. That is good. I think I'm gonna add a little bit more brown sugar, but it's spicy as hell. Chorizo is super spicy. I love it. So remember, guys, we have Scotch bonnet in here. You could put honey. We got cumin. We got smoked paprika. Fresh San Marzano tomatoes. Just delicioso. The only thing that thing's gonna need to really make it go crazy is some butter. Okay? So we're not gonna disappoint. So I got 2 kinds of butter. For that one, I think I'm gonna go with this Amish butter that the Amish made. I only have a little bit left. This is one of my favorite butters. It's really expensive, but we might as well just keep going as luxurious as possible. You understand? So I throw the butter in, cover up. All right. Let's get our pan. Actually, I think we're gonna do the eggs last. You know what I mean? I'm not sure. What you think? Because we gotta do this toast. And I can actually move this to a back stove. You know what? We'll do the eggs at the same time because this is coming along just beautifully. And this is, wow. Look at that. I gotta taste some more. I know. I'm hungry, guys. I haven't eaten all day. See? Look at that. I'm starving. Delicioso. All right. So I'm gonna put this on the back stove. Just on low. Just to make it simmer. And then I'm gonna get this going. so we can get our bread done. And in the same time, I'm gonna get my eggs done. I have my bread, my eggs, my beans, boy. So with the eggs, take a piece of this butter and get that in the pan. And then that, olive oil. So with the bread, all I'm gonna do is just give it some olive oil. Right? And I'm gonna take our herb salt. And put it on our toast. Okay? And that's one side. Now when it's in that pan, I'll do the other side. Okay? All right, so let's get the egg. I need a little bit more butter in there. I'm saving some of this butter for my toast. Once this heats up, then I'm gonna put the butter in there for the toast. It's gonna be the best beans on toast we ever had, man. Trust me, okay? I don't know where you had your beans and toast before, but this is a Caribbean style version of it, okay? We use jerk seasoning, thyme, Scotch bonnet. We got allspice in there, tomatoes, all kind of goodies, okay? So we want to heat this pan up. So let me get some oil on the bottom of this too. And then my eggs. Some people like their eggs soft. You know, I don't. So maybe I make one like that just for a video, but it's not how I like it. All right, so pan's almost hot. Oh, this needs to turn up just a little bit. The beans is going. Man, we're moving pretty quickly. This is an easy, fast, you know, delicious recipe that we're doing. This makes a great breakfast. You know, everybody has this for breakfast and stuff. You know, it's one of the top breakfast meals I hear over the pond. You know, they really love this. Beans on toast. You know, what the hell? Give me some ackee and saltfish, liver and banana or something like that. That's what I'm okay with that. That's what I had yesterday, liver and banana. All right. Knife is kind of dull. See, it's not going all the way through. I'll take that to get sharpened. All right, so this looks like it's gonna be done for the eggs. So let's get the eggs in there. Uno, you stay over there to the side. Dos. And tres. Easy. All right. So we'll go ahead and let these go. This pan needs to just a little bit hotter, man. I want to get this hot. Get this blasting. Want to get this blasting. Come on, guys. Where you guys from? What's up, Chevy? What's popping? We're making some beans on toast. Beans on toast. Caribbean style, of course. All right. It still doesn't seem that hot. These pans, these cast irons, they're funny. They get hot, really hot sometimes, and sometimes they don't. Can't figure it out. All right. So, let's go. One piece in there. Two pieces. I can only do two at a time, guys. So what I'm gonna do while I do that is get some oil on this side and then season a little bit like we did the other side with the herb seasoning. Okay, and we're good to go. We are good to go. Guys, if you're coming in and out, hit that like button. We're making beans and toast. We're elevating it. So I got a family members coming over from England, and they're gonna want some beans, because the last time they were here, they gave me beans and toast. They pulled out a can, put it on a piece of bread. We ain't doing that. Can't do that. It's not how it is done. All right. So we got the lawn guys here, so I don't know if you guys could hear that outside, but that's the lawn guys. Making these eggs. It's not, just need to turn up a little bit more, not toasting. All right, so let me get some, if I put a little bit of butter in this pan, it's gonna start smoking a little, but I got to. All right, turning this bread, and then we'll see if we can get it over here. Turn that there. Oh, my eggs. Let's get a little fold. Oops, I don't want to do that. Careful, careful. Careful, guys. Come on, don't do that. There we go. All right, let me get a plate for these eggs, guys. Egg. All right. Eggs are done. And then the bread, almost done. Let's get this off. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. So now, let's get this parsley chopped up. And then let's get you know what? I just want a couple, oh, that bread has got to be off. Look at that, done. Oh, there we go. Let's get the butter in there for the last piece of bread. All right, let's get that on. I gotta turn this on, guys, because if I don't turn that on, I know it's gonna be loud, but if I don't turn it on, what happens? My smoke detector is gonna go off. We don't want that. Guys, hit the like button so they can push this video out for me, man, if you don't mind. I mean, if it's not too much to ask, you don't have to, but it'd be nice. All right, so these San Marzano tomatoes, it's gonna cut. They're super ripe. So I just want these are gonna go on the top with this parsley and the scallion. So why this is smoking like that is the butter. One thing with cast iron, boy, you give that thing butter. Woo, hot. All right, so beans on toast, we're almost done. We're almost done. We're almost done with the beans on toast. Beans on toast, almost done. Okay. Main thing, I gotta save for pictures, because I never ever save for pictures, boy. I'll be making these foods and don't have no pictures in them. It's the weirdest thing in the world. You know what I'm saying? Oh man, look at this. So I'm really gonna go crazy. All right, this should be done. Let's move it like this. Got wasabi peas. Okay, I'm gonna take a couple of these. I'm gonna crush them. Maybe. And I got gold foil. So wasabi peas and gold foil. Why not? Why not, guys? One gold foil. 24 karat gold foil. All right, let's turn this off. This has got to be done. And let's get this off of the hot stove so it stops smoking. Quick wipe down. Bring the beans back over. And we look like we are almost done with this good up stuff we got going on here. I got smoke all in the damn place. Smoke everywhere, guys. Smoke to the left, smoke to the right. Alrighty. Alrighty. We are good to go. I got my beans, I got my egg. We got everything we need. What else? What are we missing, guys? We got the eggs, we got the beans, we got everything. Let's see. All right. So one of these I got to save for a picture. So this didn't come out the greatest. So this is the one that I'm going to use to eat now. Those two we'll use for a picture. Okay? And let's get a plate. All right, plate. Put these over here. Come. Out of the way. Move over here. And let's do this properly. Okay? We'll put our beautifully toast. Absolutely delicioso. And here, guys, proper beans. Not canned beans, actually seasoned. These beans are navy beans. I soaked them last night and then just cooked them in the morning, and that's it. So let's do what we do best. Let's get a dollop, as they would say, of the chorizo with the beans. Look at that. That is delicioso. And then I'm going to take one of our eggs, and I got to kind of just cut around this edge here. So I'm going to take a little scallion, throw in there. Parsley. Look at that. Now I have some coriander or cilantro. I don't know. Some people don't like it. I do. And then we'll just put our little egg on top. Okay. Now remember, our egg, we don't like it super soft. I made it a little soft in the middle, but for the most part, nobody eats it like that. And then I'm gonna just throw some, little tomatoes on there. A little bit more parsley. Clean up your plate, guys. And what I got here? Some black pepper. Right? But not just black pepper. Might as well hit it with some jerk seasoning too. See? Jerk seasoning. There you go. And voila. Proper beans and toast. Okay? Proper. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a bite out of this, but I think I gotta cut it because it's too big. And that would be the true taste test. Is this better than the canned Heinz? I'm making a whole mess here, but who cares? It's my kitchen, I don't care, I'm gonna clean it up. Nope. Ain't no way you comparing this to that kind of foolishness. It's not even in the same atmosphere, stratosphere. No way. Wow. I'm gonna eat 2 of these. They big as hell, but I'm gonna do 2. But anyway, if you didn't follow, hit follow. You know, I'll be back later. I just came on real quick. Do a quick live, that way YouTube can see that I'm still in the algorithm, I'm still around, I'm still doing my thing. You know, I don't want YouTube to think that, oh, he's not doing live streams anymore, and then they just throw me to the back. Like even now, they didn't really push the video out like they usually do for me. But it's all good, doesn't matter. I just gotta work harder. So guys, thanks for hanging out with me. Subscribe to the channel so you know when I go live. I just did a video where I used beef neck bone instead of oxtail. Fantastic video, actually really good. You guys could check that out, leave a comment, whatever. Thank you. All right, so I'm out. Thank you. One love.